Hi there, YTBC. It's Izzy, the happy-go-lucky piper. There's a little bit of banging in the background. One of my neighbors is doing a little bit of building work. I like to do a little VR to Law and Smokes. There's also a VR to Simon and Stephen. And Professor Walker, obviously Law and Smokes. Professor Walker is doing the 1,000 GAW sub. I think he's past 1,000. Well done, Professor Walker. In a very short space of time, you've got a lot of subs. You have a truly an amazing channel. You come across as a very interesting individual. I know it's probably a little bit late, but it's better late than never. I'm still smoking my chasidic pipe. Lately, this has been the pipe of my choosing, with Samuel Goworth Full Virginia Flake. It's taking me a little time to do this video for the following reasons. I felt at the beginning of making my pipe channel that my pipe channel should really only be about smoking and tobaccos and pipes, and a little bit about what's going on in our lives, because the smoking definitely is something that is connected to other parts of our lives, and it's always interesting to hear people's life stories and where they're coming from and their experiences. By no way or means do I want my channel to be one of these religious kind of channels or preachers. I'm a rabbi. I'm a teacher. I also have a master's in philosophy. And I was very concerned that my response would be some kind of lecture or preaching. And that's really what I'm about, or what my channel is about. But I was asked by quite a lot of people, Izzy, why haven't you made a video? We want to hear your comments. And people very much enjoyed the videos from Simon and from Stephen, and from many people. Harriet, Hereford, for example. Many people enjoyed the videos, and they said to me, Izzy, please make us a video. So I want to make a short video. I really hope that I don't come across too preachy or condescending or holier than thou. God forbid, that's not my intentions here. Religion is a very sensitive subject. So I'd like to give my humble opinion, what are really the ethos that I live by. Firstly, I don't know if you know, I'm an Orthodox Jew. Simon, a month or two ago, discussed a little bit about my community at Lubavitch. We're chasidic Jews, which means that we're religious, we grow beards, we keep all the letters of the law. We study a lot of Torah, Jewish subjects. But, and this is very important, we are godly people. We try to be godly people, religious people. But we also very try to be sensitive to others. First, I like to say that the whole debate, if God exists or doesn't exist, I don't want to go into that debate. It's a matter of belief. In the Bible, many times God is called, he has the holy name which we never say, beginning with a Y. And we call God in Hebrew the name or the Lord, which is similar to many other faiths. Also, God's called Hamokom, the place, because God is truly everywhere. We believe in God, obviously. We also believe that God has a plan for every individual. Sometimes we understand, sometimes we don't understand. For the past thousands of years, people like myself were unable to truly talk about our religion freely because people felt intimidated by other religions. But today we live in a society where we can talk openly. So I like to talk a little bit openly, and I really truly stress that I have no intention to offend anyone. So please take my words coming from a fellow pipe smoker enjoying a nice bowl of tobacco, having a pipe with you. Please don't look at me as a rabbi, as a preacher preaching the Bible to you. I feel in the pipe community we all come as friends, we all come as equals. So firstly I said that we believe in God and we believe there's a divine plan, and everything happens in the world, there is a reason for it. One of the interesting things with human beings is that I had a baby, 6 months ago, as you probably can hear a little baby in the background, baby happy. Human beings are dependent on others. Most animals, after a couple of months, after a year, they have to fend for themselves. Human beings, for the most part, I would say till the age 15, 16, they're unable to fend for themselves. They need parents to help them. Even the age of 18, even children, youngsters, all need help. God created the world as such. Excuse me, a bus is going past. God created the world in such a way that every person is important. God doesn't create anything without a purpose. Every creature, every tree, every animal, every insect, and every human being has a purpose and is precious in God's eyes. That's part of my belief. It doesn't make a difference of the creed that person has, his religion, his philosophy, his politics, or his ethnic origin. Every human being is created, as it says in the Bible, in the image of God, and is precious to God. And every person is lacking something. There are people that are wealthy and there are people that are poor. Our rabbis taught us that when a wealthy person, a person that has, gives to somebody who doesn't have, when the terminology we would use is a wealthy person giving to a poor person, the wealthy person does a favor for the poor person, but the poor person also does a favor for the wealthy person. He enables the wealthy person to be part of society. Another example, a doctor and a sick person. A doctor spends 7, 8, 9 years studying medicine in order to help people that are sick. And the ability that a sick person gives the doctor to fulfill his years of study, this is really, really, really important. This really how God creates the world, that each one of us gives to each other. All of us have different professions, different trades. Every person has an individual place in society, in the world, in the creation. I'm a teacher, as many times I've stated before. I do have trying students. And many times people say to me, is it really worth it, spending all those time with the kids? It's not an easy job, but I have the ability to give to them. They have the ability to receive. And really, if the students would know how to read and how to write and how to study, they wouldn't need me. So on one hand, I'm the teacher, I'm the giver, but sometimes the receiver enables us to give. I also think this is one of the beautiful things in the YTPC. That's all about giving and receiving. That those that present the videos, those that watch the videos, those that make the tobaccos, spend many, many, many years making the tobaccos in order for someone else to come and smoke them and enjoy them. The same with the pipes. That a pipe creator can make the most beautiful pipes, but if there's nobody to appreciate them. So God creates a world we all give and we all take. And that's why, in my belief, it's very, very important to respect other people. In Judaism, we don't have this philosophy of converting the whole world to our belief. And this is one of the reasons why I've made the video until now. Because I have no problem. Everyone should believe in what they believe, and we're happy that they believe what they believe. I have my belief, you have your belief, and we're all God's children. And that's it. Let's go on. Let's go to the next stage. We don't need to be, I don't think it's really relevant. My God is bigger than your God. My place of worship is every place where everything. Every person has their own way. Every person has their own space. And when we look at individuals in such a way that every person is special as God's child, even somebody who is completely has an alien way of thinking to me, but I must respect him. And this is my philosophy in life, is to appreciate every single person. Even those people that make us angry sometimes because of their views, their opinions, I can disagree with a person's views, but I don't have to disagree with the person. I called my channel the Happy-Go-Lucky Piper, and there's a reason for this. Because I believe that everything God does is for the best, even though sometimes it's very, very hard to understand that, and sometimes we'll never understand that. But I try as much as possible to take life in a happy-go-lucky way. Not to let things get me down. You can hear little baby happy in the background, not so happy at the moment. She's now 6 months old. I think on one hand we have this concept today of multiculturalism, which is very, very good and very, very beautiful. But we all are individuals. Every person should continue in their religion. Every person should continue in their belief. It does make me a better person than somebody else who thinks differently than me. It's important to understand other people. But I think it's a great, great shame if we melt down all our religions and become one religion, or I push my faith on other people. I hope this video hasn't been too much of a ramble. As I said, I belong to a Hasidic community, and the difference of a Hasidic community is our ground rabbi isn't a rabbi who mainly deals with laws as such. We have rabbis that teach law like myself, but he really is a kind of a mentor and a guide. Unfortunately, over almost 25 years ago, my grand rabbi passed away, and he wasn't blessed with children, and our community continues in his footsteps. And one of the things, his name was Rabbi Schneelson, the Lubavitcher Rebbe, or Rabbi. In the United States of America, he had a lot of respect from all the presidents, and every year on his birthday, a law's passed in America. Many, many, many states, they have 2 minutes of silence in the schools where every child thinks about God. No words are spoken. Every person sits in silence for 2 minutes and thinks about their connection to God. And this is really what my rabbi was about. This is what I try to follow in his footsteps as well. We all need to think about God, in my humble opinion. Those of us that don't believe in God, so we have different words for God. Some call it spirituality, some people call it holiness. One of our problems we have in society that many times that people that even have big beards, or people who are very high up in organized religion, many times don't behave in a godly way. And this puts a lot of people off religion. That's why today we have many, many people that are spiritual. They might not necessarily be religious, but they're very, very spiritual and they're connected to God. And I understand it and I accept that. Unfortunately, sometimes religion can turn into a business. The approach of my community is, as being a Hasid, is that I don't live in a Hasidic community. Some people maybe use the word that I'm a kind of evangelical or missionary, but I don't see it as such. That we live all over the world helping people. The Chabad Lubavitch, when we had the tsunamis in the Far East, were in the front line, helping, for want of a better word, Gentiles, people that were homeless, giving out food, giving them shelter. In California, I have friends that have homeless centers, and a homeless person that comes won't be asked, are you Jewish or you're not Jewish? You're a person in need, you're a human being, we're here to help you. This is really what I'm about. I think that, and I feel that we need to connect to people, we need to help people. Every one of us is precious. Every one of us has what to give. There's no person in the world who doesn't have something that he can help another person with. Not one person in the world is perfect. Every one of us is lacking something, and every one of us needs somebody else to come to help us. And this is really what God really wants from us, is to create a society where there's peace and harmony among different people. To have peace and love with your friends, in my humble opinion, that's not really very, very smart or very, very courageous. The courageous thing is to have peace with people that think differently from you. Unfortunately, at the present moment, where I live in the Middle East, is a place where this is lacking. I believe the time will come when there will be peace among different religions, among different peoples. And where we live in Israel, there's enough land, enough place for everyone, and everyone has to find their place. I really don't want to go into the politics of the Palestinians and Israelis, but it's not the place, it's not the time. I'm not coming here to convince anyone, I'm not coming here, but I do know our people. I go to a gas station and have friends who are Arabs. I speak to them in a regular way, on a regular basis. There's a lot of distrust in the world. When people see people that are different than themselves, we tend to feel alienated from them. And in my humble opinion, we have to try and connect to people, see the differences, appreciate them. And guys, let's take it easy. It's the happy-go-lucky Piper coming to you, saying to you, enjoy your pipes. Enjoy the YTPC. The YTPC is truly a community of brothers and sisters. I just a couple of days ago received a package from Australia. I have prepared the video. I'm not sure if the video will be posted before this video. But we have different people in the community supporting, helping, respecting. I've never ever experienced or heard or seen any racial abuse in the YTPC. And this is really beautiful. So the YTPC, to me, in my eyes, is a model of the perfect world, a place where we want to go. So I hope I haven't rambled too long. I'd like to wish everybody all the best. My pipe is gone out, so I think it's time for me to say bye-bye. Well done, Professor Walker. It's Izzy, the happy-go-lucky piper, checking out. God bless you all. May we merit to see the good in everyone. May we merit to give and to take and to be part of this beautiful world together. Bye-bye.